Welcome to the 5 YouTube channel. I'm Culture Cams and I'm joined today by Mr. James Redman and Mark from the Lie Detector Test Company. Go and check out the links below for the Lie Detector Company. As you can see, I'm strapped up, ready to take questions from James. Obviously, I always tell the truth, so everything's going to be thumbs up. But let's get into this one. I hope there's some juicy questions though.
First question, Cams. Is Cristiano Ronaldo, I've had a few good conversations on him, is Cristiano Ronaldo good for Manchester United as a team? Yes or no only?
That was my heart beating. Yes.
I knew you were lying, so go on. Why did you lie on that question?
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I think he is good for the team because he's an inspirational figure. However, I don't think it's really down to him. I think the players are, how can I say, his big personality and the way he is, just to who he is as Cristiano Ronaldo. I think it does get to the players. I don't think they can kind of chat to him in the way that they would want to chat to other players, if you get what I'm saying. On the pitch, I think he still can contribute, not to the level that peak Cristiano Ronaldo could have, but yeah, I still think he's a positive for the team.
Good is a loose term.
Yeah, good is a loose term, exactly.
Speaking of good, is Harry Maguire good enough to play for the England national team?
Yes. I actually believe that, to be fair. My heart is beating, that's why. No, I believe that. I think...
So you've got Joe Gomez, you've got Ben White, you've got Tomori, you've got... Who else have you got?
No, let me tell you why.
John Stones.
Let me tell you why. If you're talking about, do I think he's good enough in terms of, like, actual ability-wise, as in, then maybe not. But he actually plays well for England under Gareth Southgate. So I'm actually not surprised to see him in the England 11. So, yeah,
so you think Maguire's better than Nathaniel Deeney Van Phillips?
Yes. Oh, yes. The Nat Phillips. Look at you, man.
This is a joke. This is a joke. So, are you jealous of Manchester City's recent success? Yes.
Yes.
No? That's true.
Come on, man.
No
like,
surprise.
look what they're doing. They're going to break all records. I'm scared. Like, listen, United have got 13 Premier League titles. By the time Pep Guardiola leaves, they could be leaving with 8, 9. Then all of a sudden, it's a race to who gets to 14, honestly. So, yeah, what they're doing is ridiculous. And obviously, you wish it was Manchester United, innit?
I was going to say as well, like, if it weren't for Manchester City, I'd be sitting here with 3 Premier Leagues, chilling, opposed to 1. But it is what it is. It was special. It was special. Are you jealous of Liverpool's recent success?
Yes.
Yeah, we have won every trophy, to be fair. That's something that you're accustomed to. Not for a long time, of
no
course.
Trophies.
You was a bar 7 the last time you won a trophy, so we keep moving. And then, do you believe Manchester United can become the best team in the world again?
No.
Why is that?
The infrastructure, there's just... I mean, I can't see a day in which United are going to be better than Man City for a long time, let alone Real Madrid, let alone when Barcelona come back into things. So I just can't see that in my vision. I would love to be surprised, but right now, I cannot see that.
Not even with Super Eric Ten Hag?
Listen, let's see what he can do, man. Let's see what he can cook up. You know, every era comes to an end, as he said, but...
Because you can't compete with Manchester City financially. You have done it since Alex Ferguson has left. You spent more money. Yeah. Do you think that just won't be spent in the right areas?
I just don't think it'll be spent in the right areas, man. I just don't. And I already seen like United have spent 100 million basically on Anthony right now. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but could there have been wiser recruitment? United want to go for Jude Bellingham in the summer. Apparently, he's going to be 150 million.
Is that we'll take Jude Bellingham? Thank you very much.
Is that wise recruitment where we are? Not for me. The Casemiro situation. There's already rumors coming out that it wasn't a Ten Hag signing.
Have you only just found that out?
Yeah, here we go.
You only just found that out. Took your tabs in your Cams.
Darwin Núñez. Was he a Klopp signing?
Me don't know. Me not speak English, Cams. You know. Anyway, next question. Speaking of players who are better than who. Overall, not just right now, is Cristiano Ronaldo better than Lionel Messi?
No. Messi's better than Ronaldo.
It looks like that you whatever limbs that is connected to you, though, was thinking otherwise. I agree that Lionel Messi's better all round. Is there anything that Ronaldo's better than Messi at?
I mean, when they're both in their prime, I think if you're talking about the biggest moments, the big game, drag your team out, I think Cristiano Ronaldo is that guy. He can score some big goals. You know what I mean? When you're down and out, or Champions League finals or Champions League semis, his record is ridiculous. But if you're just talking about from a pure football point of view, Messi can create, Messi can dribble, is nicer to watch, scores just as amount, even scores more goals actually. If you look career wise through like games per game. So Messi's just an all-round package, and yeah, he's the best player ever, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with that one. Back to Erik Ten Hag, Cams. Is he the right man for Manchester United?
Yes.
Truthful.
So based on what you believe he can bring in the short team, even though you don't think he's going to, well, you've already said that Manchester City, you don't see Man United getting to their level. What's the level of success to make Erik Ten Hag the right man? Because Klopp gets a lot of slander for taking City all the way to the end, but still not getting over the line. So where would you put him in that category?
Honestly, in all honesty, if Ten Hag could replicate something that Klopp has done, that is impressive. Because I'm never somebody that says Klopp hasn't done a good job. He's done a fantastic job. So if you can get to the level that Liverpool was at, then you've done a great job. Then the rest, it's kind of down to luck at the end of the day. Kind of down to the recruitment of that. Does Pep Guardiola stay? What happens? You don't really know, but I think he is the right man. He's a modern day coach, top coach for me, and you just got to give him time. You know, same way Arsenal gave Arteta time, you've got to give Ten Hag time. And so I think he's the right man.
Are Manchester United fans better than Liverpool fans?
Yes.
You can just say that I'm better than you. You don't need to hide behind
No, but what does better mean, though? What does better mean?
In every aspect, more support for the team.
I mean,
more knowledge. Knowledge delusional.
Not knowledge-wise. I do. One thing I would say, I think Anfield nights, I tweet about it, so nobody can say I'm just saying it. Anfield nights and Anfield when it's time to really get behind the club, there's probably no other stadium like it. You know what I mean? No other fan base like it. So I will give you guys that. But better, it's a vague question, man. What does better mean, you know?
Follow-up question. Are Liverpool fans the best fans in the Premier League?
Yes. No, I agree with that. No, I agree with that. No, I'm a realist, man.
I'm just trying to catch it out here, Cam. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm asking the obvious questions, but yeah, you ready for this next one? Is Manchester blue?
Yes.
Truthful.
It goes without saying, innit?
Nice and easy. Steven Gerrard was better than Paul Scholes, yes or no?
Yes.
Truthful.
United fans aren't going to like you after this, Cams.
Nah, listen. Let me tell you why.
Have you got a face mask for Cams after this, just in case he sees any United fans on the way out? So we've got better fans. He's jealous of us at the moment. And Steven Gerrard is better than Paul Scholes.
Here we go. Listen, let me tell you something, right? You see me.
And people call me delusional.
No, see the questions of better. Yeah, the questions of better are very vague.
Overall, who's better? We said you didn't say that for the Messi and Ronaldo question, did you? Cams didn't say, it's a very vague question. It depends what you're talking about.
It's a
question, who's better? And you said
very
Gerrard.
Vague because for me, Gerrard in his prime, in his peak, is better than Scholes in his peak. But I think overall career is pretty debatable, man. It's tomato, isn't it? But if I'm taking peak for peak, yeah, I would take peak Steven Gerrard over peak Scholes. I've said this many times.
The question went peak for peak. It was
but that's how, it's about my brain, innit? It's my brain, how I'm processing it.
It's going against you at the moment. You need to be in one. You need your brain needs to have more cohesion together because he's letting you down here. Are the Glazers to blame for the downfall of Manchester United?
No.
Truthful.
I don't think it's.
I would say they're the main contributors to your downfall. I'm not going to say it's 100% their fault. If we were to sort of reword that question, would you agree with me when saying that they are the main contributors to the downfall?
I think they are the main contributors.
Yeah. Because who else could it be? Because if it's the managers they appointed.
I wouldn't even say it's necessarily okay. Yeah, if you're looking at it like that way, I think it's more the people underneath them. So you got the Glazers, but then you had the Ed Woodwards, the Richard Arnolds, all these type of guys. They're the ones for me that you blame because look, yes, the Glazers are not pumping in money into the club. That's a whole nother story. We could be here all day, but the money that has been used has been authorized and sanctioned by the board underneath the Glazers. And for me, if there was footballing men in those positions and smart men other than like Ed Woodward, then Man United will be in a better position. I blame massively Ed Woodward for what's happened to Man United. Massively. But the Glazers employ him, I guess. So it's like
that domino effect that every boss has to deal with.
Exactly.
For sure. Last couple of questions. The 1999 UCL final was better than the 2005 UCL final.
No.
Truthful.
So you think 2005 was better?
In terms of a spectacle, yes, because the 99 one, United were getting peppered for like most of the game, got those 2 moments to score. But the fact that you went in at 3-0 down, everyone with, by the way, let's take into account the players that were on that pitch for AC Milan. You're like, oh, game over. You're coming in to see how many, it could be 6 maybe. And then just the gradual comeback was unbelievable. And then you got the Dudek movement, all that type of stuff. It just made a mad spectacle, honestly. And the whole Gerrard story about maybe going to Chelsea and this, he was saying, let's see what happens. And that, honestly, that was ridiculous. So yeah, I got to say, as a spectacle, I'll go for the
I'm surprised more Manchester United fans don't just admit that. That's clearly a better final. You know, AC Milan, how many goals? Like, did you see their whole 11 that they played against our whole 11?
Legendary, innit?
I'm surprised that was ever a conversation, but well done, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Is Bruno Fernandes good enough to get into the current Manchester City squad?
No.
Yeah, there's some very obvious questions in life, and I felt like that one was one of those. And then, last one. Don't know if this is a touchy one for you, because I consider him a Manchester United legend. I don't know about you. Is David De Gea overrated?
Yes.
Cam's nose ball.
Massively.
Cam's nose ball.
Massively. I haven't been a fan of De Gea for years and years.
Do you think he was ever the best in the world?
I've never thought he's the best in the world, because when
that little period,
when he was in his period, Manuel Neuer was still a top goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I mean, but I think he's a great shot stopper. But there's more to a goalkeeper than a shot stopper, because you can say he's a better shot stopper than Edwin van der Sar. But van der Sar's the coolness that he brings, comes out and commands 1v1s, all these type of things. Much better. And if you're talking about the modern day, where now you have to distribute and sweep a keep, and for the like 5 fundamentals you need for a goalkeeper now, De Gea's only got one of them. Shot stopping. So no.
And I think in the time where you were conceding a lot of chances as well, it definitely brought out the best side of David De Gea's game more so.
Now, sometimes you gotta just see danger instead of having to react to it. You know what I mean? You don't have to always take a medicine in it. Sometimes put a jacket on instead of going out in the cold. You know what I mean? So
what you're saying is he's just basically a Spanish Ramsdale.
Pretty much.
He's on his phone.
Pretty much. Okay, the guys, that was me getting grilled by James on the lie detector test. Make sure you check the links below. I mean, some of the answers, I don't know, man. I want to retake. I genuinely want to retake, but that was another episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys soon.